Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly reading for March 28th to April 3rd. Okay, so this is actually not your theme, but these cards fell out and I felt this extreme heat coming from these cards. So I felt guided to just kind of keep them here. Especially from the generosity card, there's something about that for you this week. I feel like two things. One is with this grace card, it's like there is definitely an illumination. There's a gift of some sort coming here for you. Now, the gift I feel like can come in different forms for some, and it could be, for some of you, it could be one of these things or it could be all of these things. So just take it as it resonates. One thing that I see is an awakening. And I know that you're kind of already going through an awakening. I feel like you have been going through these spurts or like these layers kind of being peeled back, really seeing something in a different light. But there's something about your crown and your third eye, like if you can kind of see like in her mind, there's some kind of transformation happening, but I feel like this is happening on a subconscious level, almost like there is a rewiring happening. So your perspective, the eyesight, metaphorically, is changing. So there's definitely some huge awakening happening here. Now with the generosity card, I feel as though the generosity could be that this awakening is this generous grace from spirit of helping you to see something in a different light that will give you a lot of relief. And I'm also hearing the word hope. So a lot of hope in a situation. So an illumination. And it's interesting because we have these colors of purple and yellow. So purple, I always associate that indigo color with the third eye in the crown. So this is spiritual insight, downloads, understanding something on a spiritual level, understanding something at a deeper level. And with the yellow card, I really kind of see that as hope, happiness, fulfillment, kind of having this, there's like some kind of gift of either a message or something that's going to give you something to hold on to, or some kind of support. Like there's something here that you can lean on, something that you can kind of take with you to hold close to you that will help you. It'll be like your guiding light into, this path that you're on. So if you kind of feel like you've been in the dark or you don't really know what's going on here for you, there's something coming in and I feel like it's going to feel like a gift. So whether that's someone physically showing up in your world that is going to be like a support system, or maybe they tell you something, or they may even give you a gift. Maybe they come in and give you like an opportunity for something. Or this could be just, messages and insight and this clarity of a situation that you're kind of dealing with, or, being able to see into something so things make more sense. So you're not feeling like you're in the dark. So however that resonates, I hope that's helpful, but it felt really important. So I'm going to leave those cards out here. I'm also feeling guided to read the card for generosity. So let's see what we got here. Generosity is being genuinely understanding, compassionate, and kind to others. Practicing generosity will give you purpose, alleviate depression, and reduce stress. Giving can improve your relationships. The gratitude someone feels in response to your charitable spirit will fill you with happiness. Giving encourages you to think of others with love and kindness. Recognizing people's needs without judgment creates a feeling of family, community, and connectedness. It can improve how you feel about yourself when you focus on giving to others. Self-absorption begins to fall away, so any limiting or critical thoughts you hold about yourself will naturally diminish. Generosity sidetracks you from negative self-analysis. When someone benefits from your kind actions, it is more challenging to label yourself as not having worth. You see that you possess the ability to impact others positively. Generosity has the most influence when you reflect on the needs or wants of another. It is not about providing material things, but sharing your time and giving from your heart. Yeah. So this is, I feel like there could be something here also for you about just like seeing something in a different light will help you to open up your heart. Maybe there's like forgiveness here or compassion into looking into a situation by seeing it in a different way. So that could be something here that's coming up. Okay, let's go into your reading here. I'll just leave these here for now, I think. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, theme for Gemini for the week of March 28th to April 3rd. is always enough. I feel as though there may be this feeling of missing something or missing out on something, or like something is gone. And I feel like that's not true. It may be just this feeling of that, but I feel like there's something here that's going to give you hope. And Spirit is, I feel like Spirit is trying to convey that message, that nothing is lost and that there's hope, that there is still time for something, or that there is an opportunity. Like the opportunities are there and they're going to kind of come about. And I'm strongly being guided to focus on peace, focus on, coming from or building a sense of inner peace as you ride this wave, as you kind of traverse through the storm. That's almost like this challenge of like, that's what builds, what I'm hearing is like building spiritual stamina, or building that spiritual strength from within, is when we go through these like challenging times or things that we're being faced with. It almost kind of conditions the spirit and the soul on how in those moments, in that present moment, where and how can we tether to a sense of centeredness, groundedness, and a state of inner peace. Where can we source that from? Where can we build that from? And I kind of feel like maybe some of you are going through that journey here. So let's go into your tarot. Ooh, interesting. Wow, look at that. Those are the two cards that fell out here. I mean, this is actually a good thing. Look at this. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Tower. Okay, so we could take this as in, that there's something kind of drastically changing in your life and it could be causing worry and stress. Or we could also see it as something that is causing a lot of worry and stress is now starting to dismantle. I kind of like that one better. I kind of like that I really feel like there is something that you have been in, like a space that you have been in, that you are in the process of transforming. Something is breaking down and it has really kept you in this state of kind of locked into a state of stress. And I'm kind of feeling this has been there for a while. This is something that's been there for a while, but there's something coming in that's helping you to dismantle it. And I almost am sensing that it could be something we may have grown comfortable in. Like it's been there for so long, or we've been in that state for a while that we've learned to just kind of function in that space. But I feel like Spirit is kind of saying, no, there's better things out there for you. And we need to kind of dismantle this so we can stop living from this space of maybe fear or anxiety or not knowing how things are going to be. I feel like there's something changing here for you, and it's kind of shifting you out of a comfort zone, but I feel like that comfort zone is not actually all that comfortable. It's just something that we've gotten used to and we've grown to be comfortable in it. So it's like that is starting to kind of break down. It's like trying to show you, look, this is where you've been. This is where there's better things for you. There's better horizons out there for you, and we're trying to bring you to that space. What else is coming up here for Gemini? Clarity, breakthroughs, clarity. Love that. Yeah, there's definitely insight, especially with this grace card here. I really feel like Spirit is giving some kind of insight, some kind of awakening, seeing something into something or beyond something to help you put the pieces together, or to help you find clarity about a situation that's going to give you a sense of hope. It's going to give you a sense of relief. I'm really feeling relief here. Okay, what else do we need to know this week? Queen of Cups, beautiful. So self-care, self-love, but this could also be someone in your life as well. Okay, let's go into the Nine of Swords and the Tower. So what do we need to know about this? The Nine of Swords and the Tower. What is breaking down? What are we worried about? What are we afraid of? Okay, so a change in environment, a move, a change. Foundations are changing. Some of you may be going through, some kind of job change, or you're moving somewhere. There's something that you have been, something that has been there for some time. Some kind of foundation that's been there for some time is beginning to shift and move. And I feel like it might be kind of this, it's like this stressful process of that. What else do we need to know? Okay, so we have nostalgia. Reflecting on days gone by, reflecting on happier times, happier days, maybe a relationship. What is this about? The 6 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. It could also be loss and regret, or kind of missing something from the past. I feel like there's all these changes that could be happening for you, and kind of reflecting back on times when things were easier, when they were simpler, when they were happier kind of thing. This could also be regret and remorse, or feeling a sense of, I'm really feeling like regret here about something. What else do we need to know about this? What is the 6 of Cups and 5 of Cups about for Gemini? I feel like I'm hearing lost opportunity. So there may be some kind of relationship here, or something where we're kind of looking back at and kind of regretting why we didn't build a foundation there, or something more, or there was something unfinished. There was not a victory. Like we didn't reach, it didn't go further, right? Like we didn't get to the 4 of Wands. I kind of feel like this person is regretting not taking some kind of connection to this 4 of Wands space. What is the 4 of Wands about? Seven of Pentacles. So investments. Where did we invest our energy, our time, our resources? I feel like there's something about the throat chakra here. So there's something about expressing or wanting to express. And then we have the Knight of Rods. So someone very passionate about investing their energy or building towards something or going towards someone. 5 of Swords. I need to know about the 5 of Swords. The 9 of Pentacles. I feel like these two cards together could symbolize something about, wanting something all to themselves. And I'm not saying that this is you, Gemini. I just kind of feel like there's some kind of energy here about somebody. It could be someone around you, having this intention towards you, or someone around you going through this in their own life. And this is interesting because at the bottom of the deck, I just looked at it real quick and you have the Devil card. I feel like there might be someone here that may have not you again, Gemini, I hope that's clear. Someone around you though, but someone who kind of has maybe some selfish tendencies, because I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles here, this is all about, I'm kind of hearing greed, especially with the 5 of Swords. Like this is usually someone who tends to take what's not theirs or take more than what's theirs. And it's like both of these together kind of makes me feel like there's this attachment to material things, or kind of only thinking about themselves or only thinking about what they can gain. Let's see, what else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know about this? The Devil, the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords. What else do I need to know about this? Oh my gosh, that's so interesting. That's interesting because underneath this Devil card was the 10 of Cups, but I decided to shuffle. I did catch a glimpse at it, but then I decided to shuffle and it showed up anyways. So this could be within like a marriage or a relationship, something like that. But it feels like there's something within a relationship that could be breaking down, that there is some kind of change happening there. But within it, it's like what's breaking down kind of feels a bit toxic, because there's like these, energies of just greed and selfishness. It kind of feels like there's this attachment to just like material things and not really much beyond that. Interesting. What else do we need to know? I'll pick one more card and then we'll move on. What else do we need to know about this? 10 of Cups. The World. Yeah, look. Something ending, like that chapter is ending. So if this is you, if you feel like a Gemini, if you feel like you're in a connection like this, where you are with someone where it doesn't feel aligned, it doesn't feel good. I feel like there's some kind of change happening there, and you're maneuvering through these changes. You're going through these changes, but there is some cycle that's ending here, and that's what you're going through. And I think that that's why with the 9 of Swords, it felt like something that's been there for a long time, because 10 of Cups, if this is a relationship, this often symbolizes relationships that have been there for a while. And the World is also usually an ending to a long chapter. It's usually like this, it's a bigger thing. It's not just something small. It's the end of a big karmic lesson where you're ready to close up that chapter. You've learned all the things that you needed to learn. You're ready to move on to bigger and better things here. I feel like there's more stability coming in here for you, especially, and they just keep reminding me, like with this 9 of Swords, it's like something that we've just grown used to. We've grown used to being in a certain type of state that has become the norm. But I feel like there's something being shaken up here, and Spirit is trying to show you, look where you have become comfortable. This is not either healthy or it's not good for you, but there's better things out there for you. You're deserving of more. You're deserving of a relationship that maybe is not this, like not deceitful or greedy or selfish, or kind of only has attachments to things that don't have like a deeper connection to them. Like there's more to that. There's more for you. And I feel like there's something shaken up here for Spirit to kind of show you that, like we have better things here for you. You're deserving of more if you feel like you're in some kind of toxic connection like that. Okay. Ace of Swords. What do we need to know about Ace of Swords here for Gemini? So this is clarity, I feel like you're being brought to, or someone in this reading, for whoever this is for, is being brought to a space of, I say the word isolation, but I feel like that could also be like a metaphor. It's almost like going through the spiritual awakening for the purpose of being able to have some kind of breakthrough and clarity about the world around them, and seeing things in a different light, seeing things, their circumstances or where they are at, and maybe even kind of feeling like where they have been living in some kind of fog or some kind of, almost like an illusion, or not being able to see something clearly, but almost not realizing that they have been in some kind of fog actually. And so there's this breakthrough happening. There's like this realization. There's these epiphanies, these eye-opening moments of seeing something in a different light and seeing the truth about something here. Yeah. And then we have the Temperance. So bringing balance and harmony and peace back into one's life through this awakening process. And I feel like it may be uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's for your growth. It's for your happiness and your fulfillment. And I feel like meditation and rest and rejuvenation is going to be really important here, as well as you're going through this process. So I'm hearing from Spirit to take time to rest. Take time to take care of yourself, nourish yourself, fill your own cup. Some of you may be just, giving your energy to a lot of different things around you and maybe not having enough time for yourself. So I feel like there's a message here, especially with the Queen of Cups, self-care, taking care of yourself, focusing on your needs. What do you need from life? What do you want from life? Maybe we spend so much time trying to be there for everybody else and trying to do everything for everybody else that it's almost like Spirit is kind of bringing everything to a screeching halt to kind of say, you need to really focus on yourself, or we really want you to see this because this is not healthy, or this person's not treating you right, or, you're depleted in this area, you're pushing yourself too hard. However that resonates, wherever you feel like in your life, there's that message coming through. There's something here about needing to fill your own cup and take care of yourself and nurture yourself, because we may feel like we're stretching ourselves too thin. So there's a message here about needing to regain some kind of balance and harmony back into your life here. Yeah. Carrying a very heavy burden, heavy weight, responsibilities. Maybe some of you have a lot of responsibilities. What is this 10 of Wands about? Transformation. You've been carrying a lot on your shoulders lately, Gemini, or maybe over a span of time, and you're kind of seeing how much. But the positive thing here, though, is that it's like this is being transformed now. You're going through a process of healing. You're allowing yourself to let something go, or you're being guided to let something go or put something down. What are we putting down? What's being transformed? What's the 10 of Wands for Gemini? What's being transformed? What's being put down? Victory. Okay, beautiful. So success in that. I feel like you're going to have a lot of clarity, eye-opening moments. 10 of Swords. You're walking away from something very painful. I feel like you guys have someone's gone through something kind of painful here. It might be like a relationship that's been not fulfilling, painful. But I like that we have the 6 of Wands though, because this is victory and success. I feel like you're coming out on this. You're going to come out of this on the other end successful and victorious. I feel like victory is going to be on your side. Spirit's on your side here. Can we have one more for this? Page of Rods. Yeah. So passionate new beginnings. You're being led onto a path of passionate new beginnings. I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you that there's better stuff out there for you, that there's something better out there for you, that you don't have to settle for. This energy feels kind of toxic. It feels like, we have the 5 of Swords, we have the Devil card, we have the 10 of Swords, we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah. Okay. And we have the 9 of Swords too. I feel like you're really coming out of something. You're kind of being airlifted out of it almost, is what it kind of feels like. Okay, Queen of Cups. I think your self-care is really important. Like your healing, rejuvenation, taking care, recovering from something you're coming from. Look at that. Love. There's love coming into your life. And whether that's love in a relationship or love for yourself. Oh, okay. Okay. So you're being put on a path of learning. And some of you may be a master at this already, but for those who this is resonating with, some of you are being put on a path of going deeper into loving yourself, or knowing how to love yourself, or kind of like developing a new way of loving yourself. So some of you, as you're kind of coming out of some kind of difficult period, journey, soul lesson, I feel as though this journey, this transition, it's putting you on to a path of self-love. It's putting you onto a path of knowing what that means, of how to do that for yourself, what that means for you specifically. Because I feel like that is different in different, it means different things for different people. And what I'm also hearing is that walking away, it's almost like showing you that walking away from something toxic, like to be able to say to yourself, I deserve better than maybe how I'm being treated by another person, or I deserve better than, some kind of dynamic that I'm in. Especially if it's toxic, then an act of self-love is for me to walk away from that. And it's almost like showing you that. It's teaching you that, like, it's kind of to build up a sense of self-love in yourself enough to walk away from something toxic when it's not good for you. And I know that takes time. Like, that's not something that happens overnight, but I feel like in a bigger picture, like in the bigger sense, if we take if we zoom out, it's like that is kind of what it's doing. It's instilling a sense of self-love, self-value enough to walk away from something toxic. And then once you kind of walk away from that, it's like you go deeper into that idea or that philosophy of like, okay, well, how do I love myself? How do I fill my own cup? How do I take care of myself? How do I nurture myself? Especially if that's something we're not taught, or, we didn't learn that. Most of us didn't. A lot of this self-love, self-care thing, I feel like is something that's we have to learn later on. We don't really, I feel like that's a rare thing that and maybe nowadays in the newer generations, I feel like it's becoming more of a common concept that we can teach kids. But probably for most of us who are listening, it's not something that we were necessarily taught. So I feel like this is something that we have to learn. We have to kind of learn a new way of doing something and what that means and redefine it for ourselves. So take that as it resonates. You don't have to agree with me necessarily, but just my idea. Okay. Queen of Cups, 9 of Cups. What else do we need to know about this for Gemini? Knight of Swords. I feel like you're learning. Some of you maybe even like reading. Really tapping into your intuition. I feel like a lot of you are really listening intuitively. You may be uncovering some spiritual gifts. I'm actually hearing some of you may be really tapping into your psychic powers. You may be discovering that you're psychic, or you're kind of like learning that, you know, you can do this, you can hear, you can sense, you can kind of like you're kind of uncovering another layer to yourself of what you can do, actually. Yeah. And it's like you're going down a new path. Some of you are really going down a new path. You're working hard on it too. Some of you may be taking some new job opportunities, really working hard on your finances, building up your finances, really investing in yourself. I really kind of feel like this is about you investing in yourself here. Yeah. And walking away from things that are not emotional. But I also kind of see this as searching for answers, searching for where is your cup, and going towards the things that are going to make you happy, things that are going to bring joy and happiness and fulfillment into your life here. The Lovers. Wanting to, I feel like some of you may be wanting to build like a connection with someone, wanting to put in the work, wanting to collaborate, kind of starting maybe off as a friendship. But I feel like there is some kind of significant relationship that you're wanting to put energy and effort into that really speaks to you. I feel like, yeah. And there's marriage here. And the King of Swords. I feel like there's something, someone who is a King of Swords has their eye on someone who I feel like wants to put the energy and effort in it. And I feel like this is like laser-like focus. The King of Swords knows what he wants. He's very clear about what he wants, and he's very, he plans things out. He watches. He is a professional in his own way, like in his own world. And he goes after what he wants, and he doesn't really let anything get in his way. He's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Like he goes after it without anyone really getting in his way. Yeah. Very determined. That's what I'm looking for. Determined to kind of acquire what he wants. But I don't feel like he's doing this he's doing this in a way that's respectful, I feel like. Whoever that resonates for. Let's do one more. Yeah. I feel like there's generosity. I feel like there's an offer of commitment, or an offer of building some kind of community, or wanting to build something for the long term here. So this could be someone coming towards you, Gemini, or this could be you wanting to kind of build some kind of foundation with someone that you have your eye on. And this feels like family, marriage, because these are like long-term cards here with the Lovers, the Hierophant, the Six of Pentacles. This is like marriage, wanting to come together, work together. Let's build something together. Yeah. Beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, this is Seven of Cups. So you're at like this place in your life where you're having your life is opening up down different avenues, and it's all about making the right choices and when to make the right choices, like when to do what is, I kind of feel like what you're trying to balance. Okay, let's go into some oracle cards here. I'll bring these back out since these cards I was picking out towards the end of the readings there. So I'll leave those there. What's a challenge for Gemini this week? Yeah. So seeing the truth, you're releasing a lot of things. This is a very, very healing, releasing, eye-opening week. Take it one day at a time and make sure you rest and take care of yourself, because it does feel a little bit heavier, but it feels heavier because you're seeing things that I feel like need to be seen in order for you to make your next decision or next choice going forward. So I feel like the sad embrace is about you allowing some things to come to the surface, allowing yourself to really process. I feel like you're processing a lot of things. Okay, what's something positive for Gemini this week? Something positive for Gemini. Details. Beautiful. So I feel like you're definitely going to be on task though. I feel like you're going to get a lot done. There's going to be things kind of starting to fall into place. I feel like, again, Spirit is on your side. So I feel like you're not alone in this journey because you are being put onto an aligned path. You're being guided onto this path. You're not alone in it. It's not just something you decided to do. It's not just something that you just woke up one day and decided to make all these changes in your life. You're being guided on this path. You're being shown the truth. You're being shown things so you can make choices for yourself that are in favor of for you, that are for your highest good, and even the people that are around you. And I feel like you are going to, again, I kind of feel like this is where the King of Swords comes in here. Really paying attention to all the fine details and making sure that you have everything squared away and you have all your, T's crossed and I's dotted, kind of thing. So I feel like you're just going to be really focused on how to make something happen, how to make some kind of change in your life happen. Yeah. An intention. So setting good intentions and seeing those intentions start to kind of take fruit, kind of start to show up in your life in the way that you're hoping. I feel like there's something here coming up this week or in the near, maybe next few weeks, where you're going to feel really hopeful. There's going to be some kind of sign or something that's going to give you something to hold on to, which I felt like a lot of heat come from this generosity card. So either that's someone giving you something or Spirit giving you something, but there's something, some light that you're going to be able to hold on to as you go through this journey. So beautiful, Gemini. I know you're going through definitely a huge transformation here. So just take it one day at a time. I hope this reading was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you for next week. Bye, Gemini.